I met Martin at work at University Medical Center. After a short period, we started to go out and have dinner or things like that. When I first met Martin, I loved his work ethic. I loved that he didn't care who a patient was or where they came from. He just believed that everyone deserved good medical care, and I admired that. So we dated a little bit more, and then when he asked me to marry him, I was shocked. I was like, "Are you asking me to marry you?" And he said, "Well, yes, I am." So we were married, and then we looked for a church, found a church that was close to our home that we liked, and that's where we began to take our children and worship together. Martin was diagnosed with cancer in June of 2014. You know, when you get a diagnosis like that, your immediate thought is, Lord, we need a miracle. He fought a very tough battle for not quite 2 years. He passed away in March of 2016, so we were married for 32 years. And, you don't really know what grief is like in terms of losing your world. I spent a lot of time in prayer. Sometimes it's easy to push grief over to the side to care for your children that are grieving. In my grief, I never really asked God why, but I needed to know how I was supposed to move forward. And I began to spend more time in prayer with the Lord. In reading His Word, I found great peace and great comfort. One of the other things that Jesus does for me is He reminds me regularly that I'm not alone. My children are there when I need help. My son-in-law is a firefighter and a builder, and little things that I need done, he comes and does for me. When he comes and does those things for me, he brings my grandson with him, and he's helping too. And the same goes for my siblings. I have 3 brothers, and they show up and they help. In my grief, I have found a new way to look at life and to measure up what I could sit and stew in as grief, but measure it against gratitude, thankfulness, joy, and how very, very blessed I am to have had a marriage to a man like Martin.